Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Ada. I recently relocated from the UK to Lagos, Nigeria, and I've lived here for 1 year plus now. We are in Lagos, and living in Lagos comes with its many advantages and so many disadvantages. The challenges are like enormous. Anyway, in today's video, I'll be talking about the challenges of living in Lagos, Nigeria. As you know, Lagos is undoubtedly vibrant, but like any bustling metropolis, it comes with its share of complexities. Oh my goodness. Where should I start from? Should I start from the traffic or should I start from the noise? Like, it's endless. So in this video, we'll discuss some of the common negatives that you might face when you live here in Lagos. The traffic congestion is, I don't know, you can never get used to it. It has always been like this, but coming back after 15 years, I think it got worse. I think it has to do with the part of Lagos where I live. Some people, when they hear Lagos, what comes to mind is traffic congestion. The city roads are often gridlocked, causing frustration and significantly increasing commute times. Like, if you're supposed to be going out and if that journey was supposed to take you 30 minutes, be rest assured that you'll be getting there in the next 3 hours. Sometimes when you're going, you just, you don't know what you're going to face on the road. It's very erratic. Some days are better than the others. That challenge of not being able to plan, to say, okay, I need to be here in the next 30 minutes, and that is actually like give and take 30-40 minutes. I need to be there. That frustration of not actually knowing if that is going to happen is one big challenge. Another thing I'm going to talk about is the cost of living. Lagos is also known for its high cost of living. It is quite expensive here when it comes to housing, transportation, and even daily essentials can be expensive, which can be a significant concern for many residents. Things are generally expensive in Lagos now. Most times when it comes to farm produce, from the other parts of the country where they get these things, they get it at a very low price. But by the time they face all the transportation and all the challenges on the road to get it to Lagos, plus the high cost of fuel and diesel now, that makes food to be really expensive. Another challenge we face in Lagos is the infrastructure and public services. Lagos is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's two sides to every coin. Where should I start from? The NEPA lights. When I say NEPA lights, for those of you that don't understand, in Nigeria, NEPA is electricity, is power, is like the people that, I think they changed their name. So the frequent power outages is really annoying. When it comes to water, it's okay. The waste management, it's okay. But the power outage is the one that I can't. If anything will send me back to the UK, this is one thing that can send me back to the UK. I can't deal. Even if you want to generate your electricity yourself, it is not cheap. Fuel price has gone up like 100%. So no matter how you look at it, it is really challenging at this point. Another thing that is a big challenge living in Lagos is the security concerns. Lagos has its own share of security concerns. I will actually say it depends on the area you live, but generally when you say Lagos, the insecurity that comes to mind is people are they are alert, taking care of themselves and their environment, and most residents face issues related to crime and personal safety can be a concern in some areas. One of the questions I get is, how do I deal with insecurity in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise? Yeah, by the grace of God, we've been fine. We've not had any incident, and we're not going to have any incident by the grace of God. We've been fine so far. But generally, security concern is one big challenge that we face in Lagos and in Nigeria generally. Another challenge we face in Lagos is the overcrowding and pollution. This one, don't even get me started. The overcrowding, if you come out, in the estate where I live, is relatively calm, just like what I will actually get in the UK. But as soon as you step out of the estate, it will hit you like, wow, okay, this is Lagos. I'm actually in Nigeria. The overcrowding, oh my goodness, especially at the bus stop, when people are waiting to catch their buses to work. You'll be seeing different sizes of heads and so many people standing at the bus stop at the same time. You see cars on the road and the pollution they cause is something else. This is a common drawback in an urban city like Lagos. The city's population density can actually lead to overdevelopment, and the environmental challenge that comes with that is enormous. So the government seems to be doing something about it, but there's still a very long way to go. Another challenge that we face here in Lagos, Nigeria is education and healthcare services. Don't get me wrong, if you're well off, you'll be able to access good education and good healthcare services, but this comes at a very high price. Like, it comes at a very high price. The area where I live to, there seem to be lots, like so many schools that parade themselves as private school, international schools, using the British curriculum and the American curriculum. My dear, all that one I wash. Most of them don't even know what they're talking about. I experienced this when we were looking for schools for our children. Although before coming back to Nigeria, we've already shortlisted some schools. When we were on ground, we thought to just check out some other schools and just to see what they are about. And most of them, trust me, don't really know what they are talking about. At the same time, we've got some good schools around, and to access those, you need to pay through your nose. But for the average Lagosian, this is a big challenge. While Lagos offers educational and healthcare institutions, access to quality services can be very challenging, which means oftentimes the competition is high for limited spaces in school and healthcare facilities. The area where you live to can also determine the quality of care and education that you get for yourself and your family. Another challenge we face here is inconsistent traffic laws and enforcement. Like what I see on the road every day, if it were to be in the UK, so many people would be paying fines and going to prison. Honestly, we have the laws here, just that it is inconsistent. You see the officials on the road. The inconsistent traffic laws and their enforcement can make navigating road and Lagos in general frustrating, which means we have several issues of road safety and discipline. The koropes, we call them koropes. That's the upgraded version of the tricycle, the one we call keke napep here. They can stop anywhere on the road to pick passengers. You have a road of 2 lanes and they'll be using 1 lane. Like the way they drive and what they do on the road, sometimes you even see the law enforcement agents on the road and they really are not doing anything. Even the police people, when they are passing, they are the ones that will be going one way with their siren, like really loud and making so much noise on the road. It's funny to see. My children were like, what is going on? They're supposed to make this place better. It's supposed to be helping to make the traffic go smoother, but they are the ones causing the traffic. When your children are asking you this kind of questions, like how do you reply? How do you answer these questions when the children are asking you? So those are one of the challenges we face here in Lagos. Another one is the strain on social services. Because of the significant population which can be strained on social services like schools, hospital, it is very challenging to access quality care. I know we have old people's home and orphanages, hospitals, where we have people with learning disabilities. I know we have them. The standards of these facilities is nothing to write home about, at least not all of them. Some of them is nothing to write home about. Huge population can be one of the factors causing this, and our corrupt government too. We have the money, we have the resources to get these things done, to put these facilities in place and to maintain them. But yeah, we live in Nigeria where the government are above the law. They can just do anything they want, All their mission in life is to embezzle money and spend public funds on their own private lives. Anyway, I can go on and on about the challenges that I face here in Lagos, Nigeria since I returned back from the UK. But at the same time, I want to be optimistic and positive with the hope that one day we'll have a better Lagos, one day we'll have a better Nigeria where all this will be a thing of the past. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you find this video informative. Please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and subscribe for more content. And I will see you again in my next one. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye bye.